जाएगा।
The next one also relates to the corporate affairs. In order to make it easier for companies, there are several features, but I'll highlight only two of them. The rest will be shared to you. First is, this will help companies to directly list their securities in foreign jurisdictions. So now companies can list their securities directly in foreign jurisdictions. So this is one big step forward for Indian companies. And then second, listings of non-convertible debentures on stock exchange will not be regarded as those companies as listed companies. So if companies were to just put their non-convertible debentures in the stock exchange, it doesn't mean that they become listed companies. So these are two steps, but of course there will be more which will be shared to you. You will be able to get the further details on it. For want of time, I don't want to spend more time on it.
निजी कंपनियों को जो नॉन कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर्स को स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पर रखती हैं, उनको लिस्टेड कंपनियों के रूप में नहीं माना जाएगा, लेकिन भारतीय कंपनियों को, इंडियन पब्लिक कंपनीज को ये अधिकार दिया जाएगा कि वो जायज़ विदेशी अधिकार क्षेत्र में अब पब्लिक कंपनीज को डायरेक्टली लिस्ट करवा सकती हैं, सिक्योरिटीज़ को डायरेक्टली लिस्ट करवा सकती हैं, उसकी अनुमति उनको दी जाएगी।
The next one relates to a major step in that we would like to announce a public sector enterprise policy. An Atmanirbhar Bharat needs a coherent policy. All sectors will be open to private sectors also. Public sector enterprises will continue to play an important role in defined areas. We need a coherent policy because sometimes you opened up some sectors in piecemeal. This sector is open but not that. That sector has always been with public sector, it shall be with public sector. It's never available for others. So we are coming up with a coherent policy wherein private sector will be allowed to participate in every sector available, but of course public sector will continue, and they will continue to play a very critical role. And public sector, when I say public sector, I mean public sector enterprises. Public sector enterprises will continue to play a very important role, and we shall now define the areas in which their presence will be impactfully felt. So the Government of India will announce a new policy which will broadly categorize strategic sectors and the others. And the strategic sectors in which the PSE, public sector enterprises, will be present will be notified. In those notified sectors where PSE, public sector enterprises will be present, at least one public sector enterprise will be present. In those sectors which get notified as where you'll find the public sector enterprises, at least one public sector enterprise will be present, whilst private will also be allowed to play their role in it. However, in those sectors which get notified as strategic sectors in which public sector enterprises will be present, only 1, 2, 3 or 4 public sector enterprises will be present. In the sense, not more than 4 public sector enterprises will be there in that strategic sector, notified for the presence of public sector enterprises. So if a sector is notified, and in that if there are 10 public sector enterprises, either they will be merged together or they will be brought together in such a way that they are only 4 or lesser. So there won't be mushrooming public sector enterprises in those notified strategic sectors. So in the notified strategic sectors, definitely public sector undertakings or enterprises will be present, but private sector will also come in. But imagine a particular sector which is notified as strategic. If there are too many public sector enterprises, they will either be brought together to form bigger public sector enterprises, and in that process we will not have more than 4 of them. They can be lesser than 4, but not beyond 4 public sector enterprises in those notified strategic area. Private sector can slowly come in and be present and compete in every sector, but the detailed policy will soon be opened up and issued.